Hi there, this is Justin Krane, Certified Financial Planner Professional and founder of Krane Financial Solutions. Welcome to Money You Got This. So how can you really live? How? By uniting your business money, your personal money with your life and your business. Word up.
Krane Financial is an SEC-registered investment advisor. However, such registration does not imply a certain level of skill or training, and no inference to the contrary should be made. A copy of our current written disclosure statement discussing our advisory services and fees is available upon request. Information contained herein is for informational and illustrative purposes only, and general in nature. It should not be considered specific financial planning or investment advice, or a recommendation to buy or sell any type of securities or other investment products.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Krane, host of the show Money You Got This. This show is brought to you by Krane Financial Solutions. I'm Justin Krane. I'm a certified financial planner professional. I can barely say that. I offer investment management services and act as a fractional CFO to business owners. I wrote a book. It's called Money You Got This. It's time to merge your money with your life. You guys ready? All right, let's do this. I'm psyched you're listening to the show. I want to give you this free report, 3 things multimillionaires do to grow their wealth. Just go to coolmoneyshow.com to grab it. That's coolmoneyshow.com to grab it. Thanks. So today I have someone really, really special, interesting, and super cool. Her name is Iris Stone. She's an audiologist. Yeah, that's right. You guys hearing me? She's an audiologist. Iris, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. So the reason why I wanted to have you on is because I think, number one, I think you're amazing. But let me tell you why I think you're amazing.
Thank you.
You have this ability to be a go-getter and to reinvent yourself because you moved from Long Island to LA, in particular, I think Calabasas, right?
Correct. Yep, I live here.
And built a whole business as an audiologist. You've been in private practice, you've worked with ENT physicians, you've done rehab and management, you have this great bedside manner. Everyone who wants to grow their business or make a change or make a transition is faced with this decision of like, oh my God, I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm not sure I can do it. And you did. And that's what I want to talk about today. So we have some flies on the wall, some people that want to hear how you actually did this. Talk to us about the decision that you first made to come out to California and why you made it.
My daughter was at UCSB. She always wanted to live in California. My son was at Berkeley. And once he got to Berkeley and both of them said, we're staying in California, I said, you know, I love them so much. We're all so close. What am I going to do in New York? They're going to stay there. Eventually I'll have grandchildren. So I decided to pack myself up and I just moved out here. I literally packed myself up and I had a lot of interviews and I met with a group of ENTs in West Hills at West Hills Hospital who hired me. But I did tell them right up front that I would prefer to have a private practice, in which one of them said he was very interested in going into private practice with me. So the first 6 months were basically, I was an employee in a very busy ENT office. I met a lot of people and I was ready to move out on my own. And one of the doctors came and partnered with me. He got his license doing part of what I do. I'm a doctor of audiology. I dispense hearing aids. So he got a license to dispense hearing aids. It took him a little while, but he did it. And we opened our first office in Calabasas. We opened a couple of others together. He decided very soon after that it really wasn't for him. So I bought him out and I'm in practice and doing really well. I just started meeting people right out of the gate. I joined a lot of different kinds of committees. I'm that kind of person anyway. I joined the Chamber of Commerce and I got really involved with them because they're business to business and it was in Calabasas. I really do remember, maybe I was here for 3 or 4 months or maybe 5 or 6 months, not a long time. And I was walking in the Commons and someone called my name. They said, Iris. And I said to myself, no one knows me here. They couldn't be calling me. And I turned around and sure enough, it was somebody, not a patient, but somebody that I had met. And then I just met some wonderful people. I have an amazing group of friends. And, I don't think it's hard to do something that you are passionate about, that you feel that is going to work for you, because everybody you have to follow your dreams. I tell that to my children all the time, and I followed mine, and I'm here, and I love it, and I am doing really well, and I am, most of all, in terms of business, I've been given the privilege to improve the lives of my patients through better hearing, which just makes me go to sleep every night so happy.
I love it. That is so cool. I'm kind of melting. I love it. So there's a few financial little tidbits in there. So let's first talk about, you were in a group practice or in another practice in West Hills, and then started your own practice with a partner. How was that for you? Like, was it a big financial leap of faith, or did you just kind of like save up and just kind of like make a decision that you're going to run with it?
No, it was a financial leap. I mean, we partnered together and we opened our first practice. You know, we had rent to pay, and we did borrow a little money in the beginning just to get state-of-the-art equipment, because if I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. My office has amazing equipment and it's beautiful. So we borrowed together, and I since have paid it off and paid him back, and, you know, I bought him out. But yeah, it's a little bit of an issue if you want to start, but you have to have the guts to do it, because if you believe that you can do it, you can do it. And so financially, I can't say I was making as much as I was 2 years later, you know, in the very beginning, because if it's your own business, you have to just put yourself out there a little. But, you know, I was able to pay my bills and do whatever I needed to do, and I'm here and I'm doing great. So
It's awesome. Talk to us about buying your partner out. Did you just write a check? Did you pay over time? Did you use the cash flow from your business to support those payments? How did you do that?
I paid him right out. I had some money of my own, and
Yeah.
we parted on very good ways. So that was pretty easy for me. I moved out here in good shape, let's put it that way. And so, you know, I am actually just about to sell my New York place, but I did have a renter in there. So I had money up front from, you know, they were paying me rent, and I didn't have really a mortgage on that house in New York. And so I was, in addition to earning a salary, I was also getting money from my investment and other investments. And so I was okay, but I didn't have a ton of money, I'll be really honest, and it works. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. And you also have to have a very good financial planner and somebody to help you figure it out.
For sure. I mean, I love that. So how did you, I mean, I know take us more into the details of, like, how did you build your practice when you were on your own in Calabasas? Was it just really good patient care and referrals from patients? Were you marketing to the community? How did you market yourself and grow?
Well, little marketing. My marketing is really word of mouth. That is the best. The physician referrals is important, but a lot of the physicians today have their own audiologists that they work with. I did get to know, I did go to a lot of physicians, mostly in West Hills and in the area, and introduced myself. I brought bundt cakes and cookies and myself, and you know, some of them referred to me and some didn't, but I did do a little advertising in some magazines. I tried a couple of different things. I did a few mailers. I don't think that that's my best way of marketing. I think myself is the best way, and I you know, marketing is costly, so you're supposed to take a certain percentage of your sales or your gross and put it towards marketing. So I tried doing that, and it was a big hunk. But my best referrals are my other patients, our patient referrals. So obviously in the beginning, it was slower, but I did have those doctor referrals, so that helped. I started doing a little third party, which is, you know, I would sign up with a third, like a group that referred people through the internet. So I did that sort of thing, and you don't get paid a lot, but you do get people coming in the door. I signed into pretty much every insurance company. So if somebody has United Healthcare or Anthem, I'm in network. So if they call their insurances, you know, who does diagnostic testing, which doctor should I go to, my name comes up. So I did that. And then I started doing seminars around town, you know, at the senior center or at assisted living facilities, all for free. But it really paid off because somebody remembered me, or somebody remembered me for, you know, a friend or a neighbor or a loved one. And then I've taken very, very good care of my patients because they are the heart of my practice, and that's what makes me happy anyway. And I think that pretty much each and every one of them sent me somebody else. So that's where it starts snowballing, and it's all good.
Wow, that is amazing. I love, I mean, I just think taking action is huge. Running with it and putting one foot in front of the other. You said something about marketing and, you know, a percentage of marketing of sales. And, you know, a lot of my clients that I work with, I try to get them to think that marketing is an investment. It's not just an expense. You obviously want the money to come back. And when we do a reframe and think about, you know, ROI and cash flow and all of that, they're a little bit more willing to make investments in marketing. But you also said that your best investment was you. Can you talk to us about just that whole concept of investing in yourself and what that means to you?
Well, you just have to, if you believe you're going to drive a red car, you have to like close your eyes and envision yourself with your hands on a steering wheel of a red car. I just felt like I knew I could do this because I love what I do so much. I feel it's a privilege that I can make people communicate better. And there's not one day that I ever think I'm not doing well. I just always knew that. Invest in myself, meaning, you know, well, first of all, I take courses. I stay very current with state-of-the-art technology. I try to just communicate with other professionals, and I go to seminars and I go to workshops. I invest in making sure that, you know, my office, my clinic is inviting and beautiful, and I always have cookies, and I always have the TV running with different, you know, interesting videos about hearing loss. And I just invest in what my profession myself is. And I've done it over time, but I've got so much going, and it's only really like, now I haven't been in this office for Calabasas more like 6 years. And it's just a great practice. I also do believe what you said about marketing. I've been told that a good business model has to take some of their proceeds and use that at an investment in marketing. And so myself, yes, but, you know, it does take money to do all this. You know, I have equipment, and I go to all kinds of different seminars and conferences, and, you know, I have to travel, and I do it. You just have to do what you have to do. And
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun for me because I think as any industry is always evolving, mine is. And I am very lucky that technology has changed. I've been practicing for 26 years now, and I've seen technology change. So like it's around, you know, 360 degrees. It's amazing. And I'm sure it is that with everything. So, you know, you just have to all stay current and believe in what you do.
How do you deal with managing your time? How are you doing all of this? I mean, this is a lot.
I think a busy person can get more done. I was a single parent all my years in New York. Now my kids are grown up, but you just get up in the morning like with a lot of energy, and you just know, you know, you kind of have I get more done than some of my friends who aren't working. I just feel like you just, I don't know, you just do it. You just keep sort of a list of what you have to do and what you can do, and don't put things off. So if I have something that I have to do like in 2 weeks, if it's like an administrative thing, if I have a minute in between, I get it done. So if you get things done in advance, you can always get things done. I don't know, I just do. And I'm out there. I do a lot of stuff other than work. I work, but I play golf, and I have a lot of friends, and I go to the gym every single day. So, you know, you find time, you just manage. You get up in the morning eat good, eat healthy, and feel good, and have energy, and everybody can do whatever you want. Anybody can.
Great. That's great. I want to ask you a little bit about just your practice. Like, I don't know much about audiology, but I'm curious about streams of revenue Yeah, because that's a big topic that we talk about on the show is you want to diversify your streams of revenue. You don't want to rely on one thing. Are you able to do that as a business owner in audiology?
Absolutely. So I do, I'm a doctor of audiology and I do extensive diagnostic testing. So testing has different codes. And so, yes, a lot of physicians and MDs don't like to use insurance as a, part of what they gather in payment, but because it's small and sometimes you only get a portion of it. But the more testing you do, the more money you make. And so, yes, some of the tests are, I don't get paid a whole lot, but I do a lot of different diagnostic tests. I also test for tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears, and I do rehab on that, which is the therapy is, it's also a code, and that I get reimbursed for. So I get through insurances. I do dispense hearing aids and different accessories that go with hearing aids. Those are devices. And so I earn money out of that. I also, I've just looked into my profession, whatever there is that I can do, and I can pretty much do anything. If there's codes for them and there's sort of some retail aspect to it. And so I've sort of diversified myself in order to kind of benefit from all of those different areas, whatever's important to the specific person that walks in. I mean, I think a lot of people think all I do is fit people with hearing aids, but that's half of my practice. A lot of people come in and they just need therapy for communication, or I don't do lip reading anymore. I used to, but those are all different aspects of any profession, that it all it waves out. Tinnitus therapy, but a lot of people have tinnitus now. So the therapy is really good. It's getting a lot better. It doesn't really resolve the problem, but it treats it, and a lot of people are doing well with that. So,
you said something really interesting, like, oh, I didn't know you did that. Like that happens so much in business. Like, oh, you did that. So how do you get it out there to your patient base and your referral base that you don't just do hearing aids and you do all of these other things? Is it your process when people come? How are you making the fact that you do more than one thing known to everyone out there?
well, I talk to people, obviously. I talk to my patients. I talk to my friends. I talk to people when I go to a party. I mean, everybody's interested in tinnitus and hearing loss. I don't know why. Maybe at my age. Maybe it's the groups of people that I hang out with. Everybody's interested, and people like to talk about it. I do advertise. So I have advertorials in different magazines, and, sometimes they interview me, or sometimes there's a little article and I talk about something. I used to do a newsletter. I do it I've been doing it every like 3-4 months. So I do send it out to my patient database now, which is getting bigger. I should be doing more social media, and that's one of my goals for this year. So that's a really good way to get out what I do. A lot of people don't know what an audiologist does. As a matter of fact, people think all I do is what they do at Costco and fit people with hearing aids, and that's so not true. So it's a bit of a struggle, but I talk to a lot of people, and I think people hear me.
I love it. No pun intended, right?
No.
I want to end with just your advice to business owners about merging their money with their life in business. It's a big topic that we talk about on the show, because so many times as business owners, we have like our business money, we have our personal money, we have our life, we want to be happy. And sometimes we get stuck in the weeds and we don't look at the perspective of, I guess, having a return on our life through having our business fund our personal goals. And I know that.
Well, I'm totally that. I mean, I'm an S corp, so everything goes through me anyway. But had I not come out here with some money, I used some of my own money. I mean, I didn't have nothing, but I didn't have a lot. But I will say that I put myself not on the line. I put my personal money into starting something because I knew it would be successful, because I believe in myself. And I think you have to, it's the whole, I mean, my business is part of who I am. and part of who I am comes out in my business. And so I pretty much merge everything together anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody you just have to take a risk, and the risk is, if you believe in what you do, which I do, that's part of who you are. I mean, I don't say, hello, I'm Dr. Iris Stone, an audiologist. I'm Iris to my friends and to people, but we all know what we do, and we all know our whole package. And so part of my package is my profession, which has been pretty much funded by my personal self, and I pay myself as well as I can pay myself.
Sure.
I'm really lucky that I can do that.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I love your energy.
Thank you.
Love your perspective. Just what you're doing. I think you're great. And for anyone local, I want to send them to you. So
you're so sweet, and the same to you.
Tell us where they can go. Your site would be best.
My site is www.hearclearhearingaids.com. That is my website, and my office is on Park Granada in Calabasas.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Justin.
Thank you for coming on. Have a question? Want to get in touch with us? Need some help and advice with your finances? Just go to coolmoneyshow.com and reach out to us. That's coolmoneyshow.com.
Krane Financial Solutions is an SEC-registered investment advisor. However, such registration does not imply a certain level of skill or training, and no inference to the contrary should be made. A copy of our current written disclosure statement discussing our advisory services and fees is available upon request. Information contained herein is for informational and illustrative purposes only and general in nature. It should not be considered specific financial planning or investment advice, or a recommendation to buy or sell any type of securities or other investment products. No investment decision should be made based solely on any information provided herein. We do not provide legal, accounting, or tax services. We recommend that all investors seek out the services of competent professionals in any of the aforementioned areas. Certain information provided has been obtained from third-party sources that we believe reliable. However, it's not been independently verified and is not guaranteed.